Jibansmriti Digital Archive is an exceptional little institution. It is literally little, but it is enormous in its both in its collections, in its ideas, and indeed in its goals. I have known them from a long time ago. How long would it be, Arindam? Would it be about 20 years that we first met in Shantiniketan? And you had started this already. So it's actually grown a great deal. It started in just one room, and now it has many rooms, many artistic rooms. It's a very artistic environment, this little institution. And one really honestly wishes it so well because the kind of hard work that goes into such an institution, building it up from actually just minimum resources, and yet doing it with all of one's energy, which is, of course, Arindam Saha Sardar himself. He has been the sole energy of this call it a non-governmental organization, NGO. I suppose it would be in that category. But I see it really as an institution completely on its own. In other words, a standalone institution, not quite like any other NGO, if one really wants to make that a point of reference. Now, of course, there is a stage, there is I think, a point when they really need to grow further. I mean, they have enough to be able to do that. The only thing is they need the space, they need the funding, and hopefully all of the people who have admired their work and who continue to admire their work, and who will, more and more people who come to know them will admire their work. Hopefully they will certainly also try to help this institution to survive and to grow further and become an unique place of its own, both an archive as well as a very lively idea. They have very lively ideas, or in the most lively ideas of bringing so much into it. For example, when I first came to know them, I thought, listening to the name Jibansmriti, that would be only about Rabindranath. And then soon after I learned that it was not so. And I was a little disappointed because I was studying Rabindranath all the time. So I had a kind of a sense of possession about Rabindranath. But then I realized that Jibansmriti is Jibansmriti and belongs to every individual, is part of Jibansmriti. And I think Arindam has been fulfilling that absolutely fundamental truth by bringing in so many people. I mean, their work, it's films and toys and little magazines, and I think he'd be interested in posters. He would be interested in all kinds of other collections too, if people came forward and trusted him, which he absolutely deserves, with their collections and even their ideas, which Arindam would be able to probably put together in his own way. So I hope very much that this institution really becomes a place that people would remember by way of how heritage can be preserved with little resources, little space, little of everything, and yet very big in its ambitions. And heritage is not easy to preserve, even when people have a great deal that they can work with. So this is my hope, and this is my my wish that they be blessed with God's grace in taking these ideas further, in taking this work further. Thank you.